This is a review of the Fitness Matters on page 322. This is the finished product, showing the mail merge things here. There's two things that we're doing here is mail merge, which is the second part, and the first part is working with tables. This is one table here, another table down here. This is the mail merge. These are codes. I'm going to do a few things here. I'm not going to go through it step by step. It would take too long. Reading the book, you can do it on your own. I'll talk about the tables here. I will have the paragraph markers on. So you've got a table that is done here. You're using different styles here. If I click on the design, it shows styles. When I hover, it shows you different things here. So I think this was the one that we used here. I will undo. And you can scroll down here, see other ones here. If I want to center the table, I click on that little thing here, right click, table properties, center. Just can't click on the center. Text is centered in here. Other thing too, let's say you need to add a column or delete a column. I could right click inside here. I could say insert columns to the left. I could have also done this on the layout tab. Insert above, insert right here. So I've got a little table here. You got this thing here. I'm just going to make it a little wider here. So I've got that table in there, and I could just say date. Put in some dates here like 5/15, 17, 7/17, 18. You're getting the idea of that here. If you don't want a column, you could highlight it. And what's going on here, these are merged cells here. I would just click here to merge here. I could just click inside here. You got a lot of things here. You could also right click. If I don't want this column here, it's not going to work. This adjusts the depth of a table here. If I don't want these here, I could just say delete. I'm going to say columns. I lost two columns here. We could always undo. And then I'm going to say delete cells. Shift cells left. And you got this thing here. It's getting a little complicated, but I'm just adjusting things here on there. Next thing you're doing here, you want to put a row in between or above. I could just right click again and say insert rows above. And I could say it has the formatting here. 1 to 4, they get a prize of rice cracker. This should be bold. If you want to put in, work with the borders and stuff here, what I'm going to do here, you're on the design tab. You can go into the pen color here, and let's say I want a bright red one. I'm doing this to be dramatic. The mouse looks like a pen. I can make it thicker. I'm going to use a very thick one here. I drag my mouse over this. Not working. You got to get it right in there. It turns thick and gray. And so if I want to do an outline, again, you got to get right in there. You see that thick gray line. I can go over here. Again, a little tricky, but it works pretty good. If I want to get out of this, I go into here. I could have a problem, and then I'll just hit the escape key to shut this off. In this case here, we were drawing a table, and I'll just do a little example here. If I click on insert table, this allows you to do the grids here, or you could draw the table. And if I'm doing it here, I have a pencil. I want to make it 3 inches wide. And I look at the ruler here, drag down to about an inch, inch and a half. And then I could just, it's keeping the pen color from before. Doing this to be dramatic, I would have had to change the pen color. And then I could go into here. Shut off the pencil, hit the escape key. If I want the table aligned to the right, or the center I should say, right click here. Table properties, center. Other thing I want to do here, I'm going to do that, but I want to make each row a specific height. Specify height, they're all highlighted, and I could say 0.25. Made them a little bit smaller there, and we've done that. Next thing I want to talk about is doing the mail merge. You can do it in a couple of ways. There's another video online. This is the address block here. It is a code. And if I were to go on the mailings tab, you've got the step-by-step mail merge if I click here. But what I'm going to do here, just going to delete this. So if I want to do the start mail merge here, normal step-by-step mail merge wizard here, and I had them in a selected list here, but I'm going to go into this here, edit recipient list here. It's been filtered. If I want to go into the filter here, I could go in here, and I'm going to change things here by state, and then I could say equal to VA for Virginia. It's going to show all the Virginia ones, and you can sort. I could sort that one city, state here, and I could just say descending, ascending. I'm just flipping things around, showing you that. I say OK. So this is the third step here. We're writing the letter. We start off with an existing letter. I go to the next. Now what I want to do in here, this is the address block. That is everything there. We use a traditional one unless it specifies otherwise. Address block here. We want to put in the first name and the last name. And have a space there. More items. First name. Close. Space. Address block. Last name. I don't want that. I'm going to insert the last name. It's there. Close. And we're going into the price. I'm just deleting this here. And then I'm going to go into more items. Pounds lost. Close. That is done. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to complete the merge. I go to the next here, preview the letters here. It's showing things here with the address block here. We had messy spacing in here. Previous, if you're doing things here, you want it single spaced. You go into the home tab, vertical spacing, make it 1, go into here, remove space after paragraph. I will preview the letters again, and let's fix that again. Go into here, 1, remove space before paragraph. We've got it there. It's showing the pounds that they've lost. This is a summary of that exercise in the chapter.